Hi, this is Jothilatha from BCA department. I'm going to tell a few points about software configuration management. Software configuration management, shortly called as SCM. It basically denotes how to identify the changes for the software, control the changes, report changes to others who may have an interest, and if the software is properly implemented or not. The primary responsibility is the control of change. SCM versus software maintenance. Maintenance is a set of software activities. It will be occur after the software has been delivered to the customer. SCM will track and control activities that begin when a software project begins and terminate only when the software is taken out of operation. What is software configuration? Items that compromise of all information are collectively called as software configuration. Here is a picture. It shows the software configuration. It is combined of programs, documents, and the data. The baseline, it helps us to control change without seriously impeding justifiable change. The baselines in software process are system engineering. In this, what are the system specification? We have to mention it. In requirement analysis, what are the software requirement specification for building that software? The software design deals with the design specification from top to bottom. The coding process deals with source code and number of lines in the source code and the integrity of the lines. Next, testing. It define the test plans about procedures, data, design, everything. Release. It's an operational system. Baselines. Uh, I have I have insert a slide which shows that baselines of all the software engineering tasks along with that specification requirements, project database, formal technical reviews, SCM controls. The next, what is a configuration item? It mainly depends upon the following things: plans, specification, and design documentation, testing materials, software tools, data dictionaries, and documentation for installation, source and executable code, everything. Configuration objects. A configuration object has a name, attributes, and is connected to objects by relationships. Identification, how we can identify the objects in the software configuration. There are two types of objects can be specified. The one is basic object, the next one is aggregate objects. Software configuration objects. What are the objects? The first one is design specification. In that, we are going to see about data design, architectural design, module design, interface design. And the test specification, we have to plan the test and procedure and cases. The SCM process. How does the organization identify and manage many existing versions of a program? It controls the changes. It is the responsibility for approvals. It can assure that changes have been made properly, and also it appraises other changes that are made. 5 SCM tasks. First one is identification, version control. In this version control, combines procedures and tools to manage different versions of configuration objects. A new version is defined when major changes have been made to one or more objects. There are four major capabilities in version control. The first one is repository, that means project database. It stores all the relevant configuration objects. The next one is version management. It stores all versions of that object. The third one, make facility, that enables a software engineer to collect all relevant objects. The fourth one, issues tracking, also called as bug tracking, and track the status of all outstanding issues with each configuration status. Next, change control. It has only 3 points: change request, change report, and change control authority. It assesses technical merit and impact on other configuration objects, and also it contains the results of the evaluation, and the final decision of the status have to be accepted by CCA. Engineering change order, it generated for each change approved. Modified object is subjected to appropriate SQA and testing procedures. Change control, synchronization control, It is used to ensure that parallel changes made by different people don't overwrite with one another. Change control process. It has been mentioned as like stepwise um, flowchart. Need for change is recognized, then the user has to request for a change and the developer has to evaluate it according to their request. The next point is the report is generated and it has to be given to CCA, change control authority, who decides the request is queued for action and change request is denied. User is informed about the denied. Change control process 2. It asks wasn't peoples to change, check out SCIs and make the change, review audit and the change, check in SCIs that have been changed and establish a baseline for testing. Change control process 3. It performs SQA and testing activities. It promotes changes for inclusion next release. They rebuild the appropriate version for the software. Review or audit the change to all configuration items. Include changes in new version and also they distribute the new version. Thank you.